Hi and welcome back to our page. Right, let's have an honest conversation. If you're running a care business and you're exhausted, if you feel like you're constantly firefighting and you're working harder than ever but somehow still not growing, I need you to hear this. It's not because you're not good enough, it's not because you don't care enough, it's usually because you're doing things that feel like the right thing to do. Things that feel like caring, but they're quietly wrecking your margins, your team, and your CQC readiness. Today, I'm breaking down 7 of them, and I'm telling you exactly what to do instead. Here's the thing about domiciliary care that nobody talks about enough. Your margin isn't just money. It's travel time, it's rota stability, it's whether your carers stay or leave. It's whether you can sleep at night knowing your service is consistent. When you get it wrong, when you take on the wrong package or let boundaries slip, or you try to do everything yourself, it doesn't just hurt your business, it hurts your staff also. It hurts the people you're trying to care for, and eventually it hurts you. This video is about building something sustainable, a service that's caring and controlled, because, and write this down, kindness without control becomes chaos. Before we get into it, let me do a quick intro. I'm Millie from CareSync Experts. We work with care providers across the UK on compliance, operations, and growth. Real world stuff. Systems that actually work when CQC walks through the door, not just policies that sit in a folder. This video comes from what we see again and again when we audit services, support managers, and help providers get inspection ready. And honestly, it also comes from what providers themselves keep saying in forums, in comments, and in conversations. If you recognize yourself in a few of these, don't panic, most providers do. The question is, how are you going to fix it? Here's what I want you to do whilst you watch. Keep score. Mentally tick off how many of these 7 are happening in your service right now. Be honest with yourself. And at the end, I'll give you a simple check how you can run every month. And I want you to drop your score in the comments because it helps other providers feel less alone. Let's get into it. Point 1, stop letting goodwill replace clear boundaries. This first one is sneaky because it looks like kindness. It sounds like compassion, and it sounds like just this once. Just this once will do a bit extra, and just this once will extend the call. Just this once will add something that's not in the plan, and then just this once becomes every single time. Let me tell you what's actually happening when you let this slide. The moment the care you're delivering is different from the care you've planned, you've created a gap. And in that gap lives risk, inconsistency, and a future complaint. A safeguarding concern, and your carers. They feel it. They start to resent it because they're giving more and more and nobody's protecting them. I saw a comment recently from a provider that stuck with me. They said, clients who are never happy end up burning great staff. That's scope creep. That's what it does. It burns your best people. So what do you do instead? You build what I call a boundary operating system. And it starts with one sentence that every single person in your team knows. If it's not in the care plan, it's a request, not a task. Train your carers to say this. I hear you, let me check the care plan and confirm what we can do. No guilt, no apology, just a professional pause before they commit to something that might blow up later. And when a request comes in, you've got 3 options. 1, add it properly. Assess the risk, confirm the cost, and update the plan. 2, do it once with written approval and clear limits. And 3, decline kindly and signpost somewhere else. That's it, that's boundaries. It's not cold, it's not uncaring, it's sustainable. Point 2, stop being the decision maker for everything. If the answer is no, that's not a business system, that's a job, and it's swallowing you whole. What you need to stop: staff escalating every tiny issue to you, holding all the knowledge in your head instead of in your systems, fixing things yourself because it's faster than teaching, checking everything personally every single day. I get it, you do it because you care, you do it because you've been burned before. But here's the truth. If you're always the safety net, the system never tightens. Here's what to do instead. Build a decision ladder. There's 3 levels. There's green, staff decide and record it's within the plan and they handle it. Amber, senior decides then informs the manager needs oversight, not permission. And then there's red. Manager decides now it's a safety risk or an issue. Make sure to put this somewhere everyone can see it and make it a part of how you operate. And then, this is the hard part, let small mistakes happen. That's how people learn and that's how the teams grow. You cannot coach what you never allow. Point 3, stop taking on work that doesn't fit. This is the geography and fit conversation. And honestly, it might be the most important thing in the whole video. Here's what I see all the time. A provider gets offered hours. The package is 40 minutes away. The needs are complex. The funding is tight. But they say yes anyway, because they need the hours, because they want to help, and because they think saying no means they're not caring enough. And then 6 weeks later, the rota's a mess. Their carers are exhausted from driving, the family's complaining, and they're thinking, why did we ever take this on? One poor fit package can undo 10 good ones. Let me read you something a provider wrote that changed how I think about this. Years ago, I never ended care packages. I thought being a caring service meant sticking it out. Now I end services appropriately, when it's the wrong location, wrong fit, or wrong expectations, because it helps the business move forward. That's not giving up, that's maturity. Here's what to do instead. Create an ideal client profile. You know who serves you best and who doesn't. Define your maximum travel zone and be specific. If it's 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes. Your minimum visit structure. Can you actually staff 15-minute calls across town? And be honest. Your complexity threshold, what you can safely deliver with your current team. Your values fit. Do you work with families who respect carers? That matters. And then, this is the key, live by it. Not sometimes, every time. Here's a line you can use when you need to decline. Thank you for thinking of us, but based on the needs and location, we're not the best fit to deliver the quality that the person deserves. I'd rather be honest now than let anyone down later. That's not rejection, that's professionalism. Point 4, stop avoiding difficult conversations. This one's going to hit some of you. Avoidance is expensive, and in care, it's dangerous. What are you avoiding right now? A carer who's underperforming, but you haven't addressed it? A family who keeps crossing the line? A payment issue you've let slide because you don't want the awkwardness? Red flags in a referral that you're pretending you didn't see? Here's what happens when you avoid. Small issues become safeguarding concerns, and one complaint becomes a pattern. Good staff leave because they're watching you tolerate nonsense, and by the time you finally act, it's 10 times harder to fix. Every conversation you avoid today becomes a crisis tomorrow. Here's what to do instead. Make the hard conversation a normal part of how you operate. Not a big scary event, just how you do things. Use this simple framework. Situation. What's happened? Behavior. What specifically did they do? The impact. What did it cause? Risk, quality issues, or team strain. Then document it. Not to punish, to protect. And here's a line I like to use. I'm raising this early because I want it resolved professionally, before it becomes a bigger issue for anyone. That's it. Direct, fair, and done. Point 5, stop relying on one source of work. Let me ask you something. If your main referral source dried up tomorrow, what happens to your service? If the council stops calling, if that one commissioner retires, if the framework you'll get on gets reshuffled, do you have a plan? Or do you have to panic? Too many providers build their entire business around one tap, one relationship, and one income stream. That's not stability, that's fragility dressed up as loyalty. Here's what to do instead. Build a balanced pipeline. Diversify where your work comes from. That might include private clients, which has higher margins and direct relationships, direct payments, so service users managing their own budgets, CHC where appropriate, local partnerships such as GPs, discharge teams, and community groups, and also your own visibility, so your website, social media, and word of mouth. And here's the non-negotiable I want you to adopt. 1 hour a week on pipeline. Every week, even when you're busy. Because when you're slammed with work, you stop thinking about where the next work comes from. And then one day the work dries up and you've got nothing in the tank. Protect your future whilst you're building your present. Point 6, stop running your service on memory and guesswork. Let's talk about visibility. If I asked you right now, what's overdue in your service? What's drifting? And where's the risk? Could you answer in under 30 seconds? Or would you have to dig through folders, check WhatsApp, call your coordinator and hope nothing's fallen through the cracks? You can't manage what you cannot see. Here's what to stop. Building rotas manually that take you hours every week. Care notes scattered across 5 different places. No dashboard, no overview, no way to see what's actually happening. Relying on one person's memory for compliance. And here's what to do instead. Build a visibility system. It doesn't have to be fancy, it needs to be consistent. You want 3 things. Firstly, one place where compliance lives. So training, DBS, supervisions, all have to be trackable. 2, one place where evidence lives. So care notes, MAR charts, assessments, all have to be accessible. And 3, one place where risks and actions are tracked. What's overdue, what's flagged, and what needs following up. And then build a weekly rhythm. Review expectations. Not everything, just what's late, what's repeated, and what's risky. Fix the system, not just the symptom. Because when CQC asks you to demonstrate oversight, I think we're okay isn't going to cut it. Now, let's talk tools. If you're just starting out, maybe you've got 2 to 5 service users, you can get away with spreadsheets and basic systems. A well-organized Google Drive, a simple compliance tracker, and manual rotas. It works when you're small. But once you start scaling, once you've got more clients, more carers, more complexity, you need proper care monitoring software. There are some excellent options out there for domiciliary care providers. For example, Birdie, a really popular, great for rostering and care notes, auditing and family updates. There's also Log My Care, which is user-friendly, good for smaller providers who are trying to scale up. There's also Careline Live, which is solid for visit verification and compliance. There's also Nurse Buddy, which has been around since 2012 and is trusted in the sector. There's Person-Centered Software, one of the market leaders, especially for large providers, and CareBeans, which is NHS assured, which covers care planning, rostering, and domiciliary all in one. CareVision is also a good option, and it's a good all-rounder with real-time updates. There is also RoundSys and so many others. Look, I'm not sponsored by any of these. Do your own research and make sure to do demos. Find what fits your service. But the point is, once you're past that handful of clients, you need systems that give you real-time visibility. The days of paper care notes and WhatsApp rotas are over. And here's something else that nobody talks about enough. If you hold a sponsorship license, if you're employing international carers on skilled worker visas, you need robust HR systems. The Home Office doesn't mess around. They can audit you. They can revoke your license if your records aren't in order. That means tracking visa expiry dates, right to work checks, employment records, reporting changes to UKVI, all documented, all accessible. There are providers who specialise in exactly this. There's Peninsula, who are an employment law, HR and health and safety support, Citation, which offer HR compliance, employee screening and risk management, Avenshaw, which provide HR outsourcing with compliance focus, and Bright HR, which is affordable HR software with document tracking and reporting. These aren't just nice to haves if you're a sponsor, they are essential. One missed visa expiry, one unreported change, and your license is at risk. And without that license, you can't sponsor anymore. So whether it's care delivery, systems, or HR compliance, stop relying on memory. Stop hoping nothing falls through the cracks, build the infrastructure and get the software. Create the audit trail. Because professionalism isn't just about how you care, it's about how you prove you care. Lastly, point 7, stop ignoring your own well-being. All right, this is the last one, and this is the one that nobody wants to admit. You're exhausted. You're answering messages at midnight, you're the first point of contact for every problem. You haven't had a proper day off in weeks, maybe months, and somewhere along the way you started wearing it like a badge of honour. Like being constantly drained means you care more. It doesn't. A burnt out owner builds a burnt out service. Even if you're hiding it well, your decisions get worse when you're running on empty. Your patience drops, your team feels it even if they don't say anything. And the service you built, it starts to wobble. Not because you don't care, but because you gave everything and kept nothing for yourself. Here's what to do instead. Make wellbeing operational, not a luxury, a system. Build an on-call structure so not everything lands on you. Define what's actually urgent versus what can wait until the morning. Block time that's non-negotiable. Protect it like you'd protect a CQC visit. Find a peer network, other owners who get it, because leading alone is brutal. And here's the truth. Your well-being is not selfish, it's operational. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot build something sustainable if you're falling apart inside it. So look after yourself, not as an afterthought, but as a priority. All right, let's bring it all together. Here are the 7 things to stop. 1, letting goodwill replace boundaries. If it's not in the plan, it's a request. 2, being the bottleneck. Build a decision ladder and let your team step up. 3, taking work that doesn't fit. Define your ideal client and live by it. 4, avoiding hard conversations. Address it early, document it and move on. 5, relying on one income stream and diversify your pipeline, 1 hour a week. 6, running on memory and guesswork. Build visibility. And lastly, 7, ignoring your own well-being. Protect the leader to protect the business. Now, your turn. How many of these are happening in your service right now? And be honest. Drop your number in the comments and tell me which one hit the hardest. If you want our monthly self-check template, comment the word checklist and we'll sort you out. If you want help tightening your systems, reducing the firefighting and building a service that's both caring and controlled, that's what we do at CareSync Experts. You can find us at caresync-experts.co.uk or call us on 0333 577 0877 or email us on hello@caresync-experts.co.uk. And if you want more content like this, make sure you comment in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe and share this video if you found it useful.